Two outs here. Delivers home. That one's a ball as well. So the count now 3-0. Kellum find himself behind a little bit against number 2, third baseman Harrington. It's Reed Harrington. Delivery to Harrington. That one's a strike. The count now 3-1. Reed Harrington taking all the way on that last pitch. Pretty obvious. 3-0 count. Kellum brought a little bit of heat right down the pipe for the strike. 3-1 delivery. Misses for a ball, and now the Warriors have 2 runners on. Is Harrington on first and Dean on second. We're back on the air. If you've been trying to get the stream, we apologize. Those missing innings will be uploaded. We did record them. Up to the plate now is Cox, the catcher. He had a grand slam last inning, the third, but he also struck out in the first. So with 2 outs, runners on first and second, Kellum delivers. Big cut for a strike, fouled off by Cox. Runners can't advance on that. Got by Maddox, but that was because he fouled it off. 1-2 or 0-1 is the count. Kellum starts his windup, looks at second, delivers home. High and outside for a ball, count even at 1 now. Noah Kellum looks down at Maddox to get his pitch selection. Looks at first, back at second. Starts his windup, inside for a ball. Good job by Maddox to keep that in front of him. Counts now 2-1. Runners on first and second. Kellum looks at second, delivers home, high and outside for a ball. So the count's now 3-1 to number 9, the catcher Cox. Maddox having a good day behind the plate for Leander. Able to keep most pitches in front of him. 3-1 is your count. Kellum looks at the runners, delivers home. Big cut and gets him swinging there. Run the count full. Good work by Kellum here to keep Cox off balance here. Count is full 3-2 now. Payoff pitch with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Kellum looks down to Maddox to get the pitch call. Looks at second. Delivers home. And fouled off to stay alive is the pitch by Cox. Kellum, nice pitch inside there. That would have been a strike for sure. Cox just fought it off and was able to get just a little piece of it and stay alive. Count remains full. 2 outs. A little bit of break in action. Cox steps back in the batter's box. Cox a big kid. Kellum starts the full count windup, delivers, and that's a walk. And Cox finds his way to first base, and the bases are loaded now for the pitcher. And that's number 12, Mason Flood. Flood has had 2 at-bats where he walked and had a single. Maddox and Coach Cano are going to come out and talk to Kellum, along with the first baseman, Alex Hensley. We're going to have a quick discussion about it. And so as we head into the top of the 5th inning, or we're still in the bottom of the 4th. We have to get that 3rd out. Bases are loaded here. The setup here at Westwood's a little bit different than what you'll be accustomed to at home. we're able to set up in the box there from behind the plate. Here in some of the away games, we'll have to be strategic in our placement of the camera. I tried to get a field level angle here. I got here real early, and the poles from the fence were preventing a good angle, and I couldn't get enough of the field, and so we scrambled to get a spot up here where it's nice and toasty warm on a Saturday, early spring. Delivery from Kellum out of the timeout to Flood is high and outside for a ball. So with the bases loaded, the count's 1-0 with 2 outs to the pitcher Flood. Kellum delivers a 1-0 inside and for a ball. The count's now 2-0. So Kellum working a little more deliberately, a little bit more slowly than normal here, trying to stay ahead of this jam that he finds himself in. Pitch outside for a ball. Counts now 3 balls and a strike. Kellum not giving Flood any opportunity to get a hit, but he may be dancing with an RBI due to a walk. So Flood will likely not even swing here on the 3-0 pitch. Let's see what he does. Kellum delivers, and that one's inside for a strike. And yes, Flood did not even attempt a swing, so the count's 3-1. A walk will give Westwood another run, so Kellum finds himself a little bit behind in the count here. 3-1, starts his windup, delivers home, fouled off, count now full. So Kellum doing good work on the mound to work it back full here. We're going to have a payoff pitch here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Leander can't afford to give up any more runs here. They want to battle back in this non-district tilt against the Westwood Warriors here, 6A Texas high school baseball. Payoff pitch is fouled off in the same spot. Same pitch, same foul. It's a little bit harder. That'd be interesting to be driving down this road here and look up and see a foul ball coming at your windshield, because the road is very close to the field here at Westwood High School. In fact, I used to live in these apartments over here before I moved out to Cedar Park, and there were games, all kinds of games going on over here all the time. When my oldest, who's 21 now, but Kellum starts to deliver home, steps off the bag to keep the runners honest there. You know, they're going here with 2 outs and a full count on the pitch delivery. They teach you that from an early age in baseball. Here's the delivery, and it gets by, and a run will score. And I guess that was a drop third strike, because otherwise it's just a walk. If he called it a ball. I'm not sure what they scored that as, but it looked like a ball to me. And so another run comes across for Westwood here in the bottom of the 4th. That'll give them a 6-1 lead. Jerry Garcia at the plate now. That's Jerry with a G, not a J. He's not touring with the Grateful Dead at one time. And he hits it down to Hensley for an out, and that'll end the inning and the damage. And we'll go into the top of the 5th inning, where Westwood leads Leander by a score of 6-1. I'll also take this opportunity to mention the Leander Lions sponsors. These sponsors sponsor the Booster Club. If you, as a business, would like to do that, you can locate how to do so by going to the Leander Baseball Booster Club website. That's leanderbaseball.com. That's LEANDERBASEBALL.com. If you look to the left column there on the front page, you'll see the word sponsors in red. If you click on that, it'll take you to the sponsors of Leander Baseball, as well as give you the steps and application to become a sponsor of Leander Baseball. The businesses that are currently sponsoring Leander Lion Baseball, the Grand Slam sponsors are Lowe's, Leander Orthodontics at 512-260-5300, Take 5 Haircuts at 512-506-9055, Timmons Insurance at 512-402-0595, and I can attest that they do a good job, as that's where I get my insurance for my autos through. Heather Grissom there will help you. Malik & Company, Texas Spine and Injury Center, those are all your Grand Slam sponsors. And then there's one home run sponsor, and that's Austin Simply Fit. In the JV game, it's top of the fourth over there. It's a 3-3 tie against JV Red of Leander and Belton JV. First pitch to Hensley is a ball outside and high. Hensley steps back in the plate for the 1-0 delivery. Fouls that one off. Counts even now at 1-1. Hensley had a fly ball in the first inning in his first at bat. He gets that one off the fist to left field, and that's a Texas leaguer for a single. So Hensley on the base path to start here at the top of the fifth inning, and you want to give that that's kind of, I mean, any kind of start to this inning when you're down here going into the fifth. You know, the high school games last 7 innings, so you're running out of outs here, and so you want to try to produce some runs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Up to the plate now is Beltran. He had a 3-run double against Cedar Park. Here today, he's had an out to start. I must have just written out. It must have been a fly ball in the infield or something. I didn't write down the numbers. So Beltran gets under it. It's towering fly ball fielded by Westwood's left fielder for the out, and Hensley unable to advance, and that's Garcia over there getting the put out for Westwood.
Number 1, left fielder Omar Hernandez.
So Hernandez up to the plate for Leander. As Beltran flies out at his second at bat, and that's the first out of the 5th inning. Flood going to keep Hensley a little close to the bag. Hensley barely getting back. She had a bit of a big lead there at first. First delivery to Omar Hernandez from Flood. Big cut by Hernandez for a strike. Got one out here in the top of the 5th. Hernandez back in the box for the Lions. There's the windup from Flood. And that one gets by the catcher on that breaking pitch, and Hensley easily advances to second. So the Lions with a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 5th with one out. Now all Hernandez has to do is get a base hit out of the infield, and that should score Hensley here. Let's see what he can do. It's a 1-1 count from Flood. Starts his windup slowly. Delivers a fast pitch, but it's low and outside for a ball. Count now 2-1. Hensley back on the bag at second. Gets his lead off. Flood gets his signal. Looks back at second. Delivers home. Inside for a ball. Hernandez able to get back off of that. Protect his chest. That was right about chest height. 3 balls and a strike to Hernandez now. Let's see what coach asks him to do, if he's got the signal to swing or no. And it's a walk. Hernandez with a good eye. Looked like he did have the signal to swing as he prepared to swing, and then he saw the ball in the dirt and decided to take the bag, as he should have. And with one out, the Lions now have 2 base runners, and the Westwood Warriors want to speak to Flood. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Chuck Cracy and Rich Hensley here on SHN Sports, Leander Lions Baseball. We'll be right back.
Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
Welcome back to Westwood High School. There was a little discussion on the mound. Looks like Coach is going to allow Flood to remain in the game for Westwood, and why not? He's had a pretty good outing. Let's see here. Coming up to the plate for Leander is the catcher, Tank Maddox. Got runners on first and second here with 1 out. Flood looks like he may be tiring a little bit, but they're going to see what he has left. Big cut from Maddox. There's some heat on that pitch. He certainly hadn't lost a whole lot of MPHs off of his fastball. So, I mean, it's pretty. I'd say it's lower 90s probably. I don't have a gun or anything, but that's some heat he's bringing. 0-1 delivery, and Maddox gets a single. Nice hit. And that'll load the bases, as the second baseman had an awkward play there. But you got to give that to a hit, I believe. I don't see an error up on the board. So they're going to say base hit. So nice job by Maddox. As the bases are loaded, and the Lions will pinch run for Maddox as they'll bring in number 10, Charlie McCabe. He got thrown out stealing at third, his last pinch run attempt. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. So with 1 out, bases are loaded. Up to the plate for Leander is going to be number 20, Griffin Evans. He's pinch hitting for Caros. First delivery from Flood. Big cut by Evans. Swinging for a strike. He gets back in the box. 0-1 delivery here from Flood. And we have a double play opportunity for Westwood, and they get out of the inning as Evans hits into a double play. And that is a 6-4-3 double play for Westwood to get to the bottom of the 5th inning, and they'll be coming up to the plate with it's going to be Clements, the right fielder, unless they pinch hit for him. On the mound for Leander, we have a new pitcher. It's a righty. Let's see who that is. Looks like it might be number 19, Josh Anderson, is in now for Leander on the mound. As we mentioned, you know, Coach Grissom looking at this game, I'm sure he wants to win every game he manages, but he's looking at this game as an opportunity to tune up and get some last-minute looks at some players as they go into district play.
Yeah.
Leander has 2 district games against Vista Ridge during spring break, one on Wednesday evening and one on Thursday evening. And then they turn around that following Tuesday and wrap up that 3-game series with Vista Ridge, and that's the opening series for Leander in District 25 6A this season. So Anderson on the mound warming up, coming to the plate for Westwood. Let's see what number he's got. get an opportunity here momentarily. It should be Clements, and it is the right fielder, Kyle Clements, and that's with a T. He's not related to Roger that I'm aware of.
Pitching for Leander, number 19, Josh.
So Anderson getting an opportunity here to get some work here pre-District 25 6A. Comes into the game down 6-1. First delivery inside for a ball. Anderson starts his pitch and gets the second pitch in for a strike, count even at 1. Took a little bit off of it, broke across the plate. Clements may choose not to lay off that pitch next time, and he does drive it foul on the left field side, on the visitor side. So it's a 1-1 or 1-2 is the count now with no outs to number 8, Clements. He struck out looking in the first inning, and again in the third inning. This is his opportunity here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Count is now 2-2. Delivery driven past the third baseman for a base hit. Got by Karros into left field. Hernandez gets it back in quickly, and that's a single for Clements.
Number 5, second baseman.
And coming up now will be Kreider, number 5, the second baseman, with no outs. So Anderson getting some work here on the mound. He was able to work deep into the count against Clements, but then Clements able to drive that pitch into left field for a single. And that is the sixth hit for Westwood today. They have 6 runs. The Lions have 2 hits and 1 run, both teams with 2 fielding errors on the day. So Kreider steps in, left-handed hitter. Coach Grissom getting an explanation on some roster moves from the home plate umpire. And so Kreider steps in to the box. Anderson getting ready to deliver here. No outs. Runner on first base. There's the windup and the pitch. Bunt attempt goes foul by Kreider's bunt attempt, that is. Nice job of getting his the barrel of the bat on the ball, but it was too close to the end of the bat and just rolled foul right in front of the plate. So that's a strike in the count. 0-1 delivery now from Anderson. That one is hit softly to third. Karros turns and gets the lead runner at second, but Kreider able to get in safe at first. So fielder's choice. And Kreider is on base now, and Clements is out. And so up to the plate now will be left fielder Kiersey. He's had a walk today and a single. Anderson keeping the runner honest at first before he starts his pitch home to Kiersey, the left fielder for Westwood. That delivery in for a strike, so the count is now even at 1, or at 0-1 rather. That one fouled off. Now the count's going to be 0-2. And the Westwood coaching staff want a little bit of an explanation. They think he got hit with the ball. And umpires are going to discuss it because that'll push the runner as a hit by pitch over onto the base path. And Kiersey is grabbing his wrist. They're going to say it was a foul. Westwood home crowd not real happy with that call, but Leander will take it. No balls, 2 strikes now is your count with 1 out, runner on first base. Anderson getting ready to deliver that 0-2 pitch to Kiersey. Anderson stares down Kiersey, delivers, Hit right back to Anderson. He gets the lead runner. Oh, pulled him off the bag, but nice play by Salazar there to get the ball and come down and get the tag. Anderson's throw really pulled him off. It was too high. Would have gone into center field, but Salazar shows why, as a sophomore, he's out at shortstop for Leander defensively. So, and new count coming up for the hitter. It's going to be Dixon. Still attempt is good by Kiersey as he steals and is able to get on. So that's a ball on the delivery from Anderson and a stolen base by Kiersey. 1-0 delivery here to Dixon from Anderson. There's the pitch. Bunt down third base, and it takes a hop foul. Count even now at 1 with 2 outs. Nice bunt. Good form and everything, but unable to do much with it. So Dixon back in the box, and we got a timeout from the umpire here. Count is 1-1 with 2 outs. Anderson delivers. Foul back. Count now 1-2. Looked like Dixon, if he leveled that off, he would have hit it fair for sure. It went straight back, but a little bit under it. So count now 1-2. 2 outs. Anderson taking his time, looks at second, tosses to second. The runner almost advances. It decides not to. Catches a little business from his teammates for not doing so. And that's Zintek, the pinch runner there on second. 1-2 delivery, high for a ball. Count even now at 2. To the hitter, Dixon. Playing center field today. Anderson trying to get out of this inning here. Had an opportunity there with a 2-2 delivery, but it was fouled back by Dixon to stay alive. Count remains 2-2. That runner there on second, Sam Zintek. Anderson ready. Looks at second, delivers home. Driven into left field. Hernandez able to make the play there. There's going to be a play at the plate. Nice throw by the left fielder. Tag is not there. Ruin behind the plate. Had an opportunity to get the tag, unable to do so.
I don't know about that tag call.
Yeah, it looked like that might have been an out there for Leander, but not called. So Hudson Ruin with a great catch from the good throw from left fielder Hernandez, but you know, questionable call at the plate as it looked like he did get a tag in. Coming up to the plate now is the shortstop Dean. Grounded into a fielder's choice last time. Got on an error on a bunt attempt the inning before that and walked his previous at bat. He flies out there, and that'll be the end of the inning as the Leander Lions give up another run. Score is now 7-1 as we head into the top of the 6th inning. So we'll take this opportunity to take a quick break. You're listening to Leander Lion Baseball on SHN Sports. I'm Chuck Gracie with Rich Hensley. We'll be right back.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Welcome back to Westwood High School here in beautiful Austin, Texas. We're in probably south-central, southeast Williamson County, and it's northwest Austin. It's kind of that little bit of Austin that is not in Travis County.
It's that weird area.
Yeah, it spills over into Williamson County, but it's a nice area. Westwood here, right near the 183, 45, 620, 183A exchange here, and so you can see a lot of that in the distance. But it's nice how the field's set down here in a little community of apartment townhomes, and so they get quite a crowd here for Westwood baseball. They have a lead over Leander now, 7-1. And Leander comes to the plate. Number 16, that's Noel Salazar, the leadoff hitter, to lead off here in the top of the 6th. He's grounded out today and then grounded into a fielder's choice. He hits that one down to the third baseman. Third baseman able to make the throw, and Salazar is out on the 5-3 putout. Up to the plate now will be Alex Young. He's playing center field. Alex flew out his last at bat and struck out looking his first at bat. First pitch to Young inside for a ball. Second pitch is high for a ball. The Warriors have brought in Trevor Borses in relief of Flood. He's got a 2-0 delivery here to Young, and that one called a strike. Seemed like it was a little bit high for Young, but they called it a strike. 2-1 is the count now. There's a pitch inside for a ball. Borses throwing pitches all around the strike zone to Young, but not quite finding it. 3-1 delivery. Young fouls that one off. Count's now full with 1 out. Young fouls that one down the third base side. Count still 3-2. Young stays alive. Borses starts his windup. There's the pitch. Young gets a base hit to left center. Nice job, nice placement. And the Lions have a base runner here in the top of the 6th.
Comes up number 9, Mason Montgomery.
So up to the plate now for Leander. Mason Montgomery, Texas Tech commit for Leander. Grounded into a 5-3 and flew out to center field in his 2 at-bats. And first swing there was big cut. Nice pitch by Borses. Pulled a little bit off of it. Caught Mason swinging there. 0-1 is the count now to Montgomery. He drives it up to center for a base hit, and the Lions have 2 runners here, first and second. Up to the plate now will come
Brings up number 14,
Hudson Ruin. Playing a little catcher now. He started out in the DH role. He was catching last half inning. Had a nice, looked like he had a nice tag at the plate, but the umpire called the runner safe, and so he's a little closer to the play than I am. Not a lot, but a little bit. First delivery from Borses fouled off by Hudson. 0-1 is the count now. Ruin steps back in the box. Young getting a little bit of a lead, so Borses steps off the rubber to make sure he gets back closer to second base here. 0-1 delivery from Borses. Outside for a ball. Count even now at 1. Leander getting a little bit of a rally going here. They're down big though, 7-1. Able to plate some runs here though, you never know. Borses delivers and Ruin gets under it, but it's going to be too high, and it is an out. Young unable to tag up in time to make any attempt at third, and so with 2 outs, the Lions bring up to the plate number 22, Jared Cano.
Number 22, Jared Cano.
So Jared Cano at the plate. The umpire gets his lineup card fixed. So Borses looks at Cano, starts his windup, steps off the bag, keeps Young honest at second, gets back on the rubber. Borses stares down Cano again, looks back at second. Wind up, delivers home high and inside for a ball. Catcher Ian Cox able to keep that ball in front of him. Otherwise, Leander runners may have advanced. 1-0 is your count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Hit high and foul. That'll run the count even at 1. So Jared Cano in the box here. Here's the pitch. Fouls it back. 1-2 count now with 2 outs. Jared Cano taking a couple of swings outside the box to try to figure out Borses here. 1-2 delivery from Borses. He starts his wind up and then steps off the rubber to get Young back on second. Now he's staring back down at Cano. There's the pitch outside for a ball. Catcher unable, he's able to stop it, but unable to stop the runners from advancing as it bounced off of his chest and straight up into the air. He couldn't find it. So the runners are now on second and third with 2 outs. Your count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jared Cano steps back up to the plate. Outside, the count's now full. Nice work at the plate by Cano. Borses being forced to work on the mound here. Here's the payoff pitch. And that'll walk the the hitter onto first, and the bases are loaded now. And up to the plate comes number 5, Anthony Beltran. He had a 3-run double against Cedar Park. So far today, he's had a couple of outs. But it wasn't just little piddly hits. He hit them pretty solidly. He's hitting the ball pretty well. First delivery to Beltran high for a ball. 1-0 count now to Anthony. There's the windup from Borses. He delivers high for a ball. It's a 2-0 count now. Beltran working the count to his advantage here. You know, 4 balls is a RBI for the hitter here. Borses delivers. Big cut from Beltran, fouls it off. It's going to be a 2-1 count now to Beltran from Borses. Borses looks down to get his signal from Cox. Starts his windup, delivers high for a ball. It's a 3-1 count now. Beltran works it to a hitter's count here. Let's see what Borses brings here on a 3-1 count with the bases loaded. There's the pitch, driven by Beltran into left field. and it's going to be an out by the left fielder Kiersey to end the inning for Leander, leaving the bases loaded. And those are the kind of innings you really can't afford to leave that many runners on. But that's the end of that 6th inning, or the top of the 6th inning. That's the end of the top of the 6th. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, and it is 7-1. Westwood is on top. I just want to mention the Leander Lion Booster Club sponsors. If you can do business with these businesses, we'd appreciate it here at Leander Baseball. They include Lowe's, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Timmons Insurance, Malik & Company, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and Austin Simply Fit. Those are your Grand Slam and home run sponsors. If you want to sponsor Leander Baseball, you can go to leanderbaseball.com, click on the sponsor link on the left, and follow the instructions on how to be a sponsor of Leander Baseball. In the JV Red game, in the top of the 6th, Leander is on top of Beltran 4-3 off a major maiden double, scoring Alex Dunbar. Noah still on the mound, has pitched 62 pitches. Bottom of the 6th rather now. Latest update shows Beltran up 5-4, top of the 6th. 7th is the last update, and Leander on top now in the top of the 7th, 6-5 over Beltran. Up to the plate for Westwood, we have number 2, Reed Harrington, here to start off the bottom of the 6th inning. Reed been playing third base. He's walked, had a single, and struck out today. First pitch to Harrington is inside for a ball. That's Josh Anderson on the mound for Leander. That one got by the third baseman Karros into left field, and rounding first for a stand-up double is Reed Harrington here in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 9, Ian Cox.
So up to the plate will be Ian Cox. He's walked, struck out, and hit a grand slam today. So he's got 4 RBIs. He's got a runner on second base to face Josh Anderson. No outs. Bottom of the 6th inning, Anderson starts his windup, looks back to second, delivers home. Big cut from Cox for a strike. 1-0 or 0-1 count. Anderson starts his windup, looks back at second, delivers home. Fouled off, count now 0-2 to Cox. Had that big swing in the 3rd inning to give Westwood the lead. It's really been the difference in this game. It was the grand slam from Cox. 0-2 is the count. That's driven into left field. Hernandez able to field it there and get it in. Runner only advances to third. And so with a single, Cox has his 2nd hit of the day. Sintek up next. Number 19. And he got ran the last half inning. So he's got runners on the corners with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Anderson finds himself in a little bit of a jam here. Let's see what he can do here to work himself out of it. First pitch delivery. Fouled off the bottom of the bat. It looked like it almost could have been a hit by pitch, but the hitter did not react at all. Sintek. Big breaking pitch by Anderson for a strike there. 0-2 is the count now. Anderson could find himself working a little better out of this with a strikeout here against Syntec if he's able to get it. 0-2 delivery right now from Anderson, fouled off by Syntec. Count will remain at 0-2 as Syntec stays alive. Again, runners on the corners for the Warriors. Leander turns and throws. Anderson trying to keep the runner at first honest. There's the delivery. Chop to the shortstop Salazar. They turn one. Able to get two, but the runner does score from third. A little delayed run from the guy at third, but with 2 outs now and a run scored up to the plate for Westwood will be number 21. And that is the pitcher in relief, Trevor Borses. So nobody on right now for Westwood with 2 outs and a run scored. It's an 8-1 Warrior lead over the visiting Leander Lions. First pitch delivery from Anderson is just outside for a ball. Borses was taking all the way on that first delivery. Let's see here. 2-0 count now to the relief pitcher Borses. Traditionally in baseball, the pitchers aren't always the best hitters. That's not the case when you get into high school baseball. And Borses is able to get a single to right field and maybe thought about turning it into 2 as he rounds first. A little problem fielding it there in right field, but able to get on it and get it back in quickly was Bryce Trinkle, the right fielder. So with an 8-1 lead and 2 outs, up to the plate comes number 23, Nathan Potter, in a pinch hit role for the Warriors. Anderson still on the mound for Leander. First pitch delivery, high for a ball. Anderson's got pretty good fastball, pretty good movement on it. Placement always pretty good. 1-0 delivery, big cut. Missed there by Potter to run the count even at 1. Runner on first for the Warriors here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Anderson going to keep that runner honest over there at first. One delivery here from Anderson. Slapped into center field for a base hit. Kind of a Texas leaguer, except he just hit it right where there were no defenders for Leander. And so with 2 outs and runners are now on first and second, coming to the plate for Westwood to try to add to their lead is number 24, Will Clitheroe. So Anderson steps onto the rubber, looks down to get his signal, looks back at second base, delivers home. Bounces in front of the plate for a ball. Clitheroe able to lay off of it. The count's now 1-0. Anderson starts the windup here. Looks at second, decides he's going to throw there. Salazar with the tag, but not before the runner's safe at second. 1-0 count with 2 outs. Anderson looks down to get his signal. Delivers to Clitheroe. Big cut from Will Clitheroe for a strike. Count even now at 1 with 2 outs. Anderson probably getting the second most work today. Gallagher got some work earlier on the mound. There's a strike from Josh Anderson for a, well, they called it a ball rather. 2-1 is the count. Thought it caught the outside corner, but it doesn't look like it here. And Clitheroe chasing one that's low and outside, fouls it off. Count now even at 2 with 2 outs. Runners on first and second for Westwood. Anderson focusing here on the hitter, Clitheroe. Try to get this third out. See if the Lions can make any noise here in the top of the 7th. High school baseball, you play 7 innings, and Clitheroe goes down swinging for the final out of the 6th. And Leander will come up with their last 3 at-bats to try, last 3 outs to try and see if they can cut into this lead, maybe make some kind of rally here late in this what I call a friendly matchup between cross-county rivals, Leander and Westwood. As you mentioned, Leander and Westwood are not in the same district currently or for this season, but beginning next season, all of those players that are sophomores and juniors on the varsity will get to face Westwood 3 times in a district series, as Westwood, along with McNeil, Round Rock High School, Pflugerville Hendrickson, and the 6A Leander ISD schools will make up a Wilco Super District in football and baseball, and really basketball too, in the form of 14-6A. Should be an interesting future for this Lion baseball team. The JV doing pretty well today, getting some good work from Hudson Ruin's younger brother Noah on the mound against Belton, and they end up pulling it out with a 6-5 win over Belton. They had 9 hits and had 3 errors. Noah Ruin got the win, pitched 6 innings with a strikeout, a walk, and 7 hits. And then Harrison Madden getting the save for JV Red against the Belton Tiger JV. And so good work. Present and future looks very bright for Leander Baseball. If you want to support Leander Baseball, go to leanderbaseball.com. Sign up to either be a sponsor of the Booster Club and the team, or see if you can do some volunteer work. At the very least, see if you can support the businesses that support Leander Baseball. Those are Grand Slam sponsors: Lowe's, Leander Orthodontics, Take 5 Haircuts, Timmons Insurance Agency, Malik & Company, Texas Spine and Injury Center, and then Austin Simply Fit. Make sure you support those businesses as they do their best to support Leander Baseball. So as we start here, the last inning of this afternoon's ball game, I always want to say tonight, even when it's the afternoon. Coming to the plate for Leander is number 10. That, of course, is Charlie McCabe, pinch hitting. So McCabe at the plate. He's pinch hitting for Hensley, looks like. First delivery to McCabe is driven. A little dribbler to the shortstop. McCabe hustling down the line. Oh, they were able to get him just barely. Nice effort by McCabe down the line. He hit it slowly to the shortstop. Shortstop able to get it over to the first baseman, Garcia. But it was a bang-bang play. Good effort by McCabe. Up to the plate now for Leander, number 19, the pitcher, Josh Anderson. He currently on the mound. Plays a little bit of outfield. Pretty good at the plate. Borsis with the first delivery. That's by the catcher for a ball is outside. So Borsis working in relief of the starter Flood. Pretty good outing for Westwood pitching today. 1-0 delivery to Anderson, low for a ball. Borsis finds himself down to Anderson, and with a hitter count 2-0, let's see what Anderson does with this delivery from Borses. He lays off of it. It's a 3-0 count now. So Borses back on the rubber, ready to deliver. 3-0 pitch. Here it comes. And Anderson on 4 pitches finds himself on first base, and you like to see that, an early rally point for Leander. Coming in now to hit number 2, Tyler Karros, the third baseman today.
Number 2, Tyler Karros.
He struck out in his first at bat. Let's see what he can do here. Borses quickly throws over to first, try to catch Anderson sleeping. Anderson gets in the dirt safely back at first. Borses gets his feet ready. Starts to wind up. There's the pitch, fouled off by Karros. It's an 0-1 count now. Runner on first, no outs here. Top of the 7th inning. Borses gets his windup going. There's the pitch. Low for a ball. Cox tries to throw it over to first. Check that, it's a new catcher. That's Aiden Bird trying to catch Anderson off after the pitch, and 1-1 count. He was unable to get Anderson. So Anderson remains at first. There's a 1-1 delivery. Gets by the catcher, Bird, and Anderson easily walks over to second base. Lions with a runner in scoring position now with 1 out. 2-1 is the count. There's the pitch. Low for a ball. 3 balls and a strike is the count. As Bird and Borses trying to work through here in the 7th. Leander trying to put on a little bit of 1-out rally here. Karros, it gets by the pitcher. Karros takes the ball, and the runner advances. Bird almost unwisely throws it out of play in an attempt to throw it to first. No need, as it was a walk. And so the coach coming out to talk to his reliever, Borses. Up to the plate now for Leander, the leadoff hitter, Noel Salazar. So we get back to the top of the lineup. So we got 1 out here. Runners on the corners for Leander. This is the kind of rally you like to see from the Lions. They faced pretty solid pitching from the Warriors today, but have continued to battle throughout the game. Salazar has a couple of ground outs here at the plate, so he's due for a hit. They're going to leave Borses on the mound.
Number 16, Noel Salazar.
Salazar Bird gives a signal over to Borses. Salazar steps into the box. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Leander trying to get a rally here. They need to put up some numbers here. Salazar lays down a bunt, and that sacrifice will score a run as number 19 comes across Josh Anderson for the Leander Lions' 2nd run of the day.
Brings up number 6, center fielder.
So with 2 outs, we have an 8-2 score. Up to the plate is Alex Young. That sacrifice RBI bunt by Salazar. So the Lions down 6 here with 2 outs. That one driven to the third baseman. He's able to field it and fire it over to first for the final out of today's game, and the Westwood Warriors pull it out 8-2 over Leander. Thanks for listening to Leander Lions Baseball on SHN Sports. Be sure and tune in on Wednesday as Leander takes on Vista Ridge to open District 25 6A. I'm Chuck Tracy for Rich Hensley. Tune in on Wednesday. We'll hear you then. Or you'll hear us then. Thank you. We'll see you then.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP. Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone. The proceeding was a presentation of the SHNSports.com broadcast network. This broadcast was under the direction and copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com. On behalf of Rob Hipp, Director of Operations, Carl Shoning, Director of Broadcasting, Mike Katz, the SHN Broadcast Academy Director, and all of our crews who make these broadcasts possible, we wish you well and thanks for joining us.